EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's up, Madden NFL 13 gamers? ZFarls here from MaddenTips.com with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Vic Lugo. He exploded Twitter just a couple weeks ago. They told the community guys what he was adding to the game, and now that the secret's out, the Infinity Engine. Vic, tell us about the Infinity Engine.
The Infinity Engine is our new interaction, physics-driven engine. So what we do is we augment every single interaction in the game with this physics to make it more lifelike, to make it represent the truth that you see on Sundays in the NFL. There are three main components to it. There's the balance and stumble system, there's the tension system, and there's just the basic interaction system that we use to augment all the animations. So you'll notice your guys stumble, fall, you'll notice your guys recover in a more realistic fashion. It's going to really change the way you run the ball.
So yeah, so for those guys out there, you know, we come from that competitive area, those lazy runners who kind of just have always taken the ball and just kind of crammed it up the middle and they ran, like, is that going to be different this year?
Yeah, like, you know, that for me it's running blind, right? You see where you're supposed to run, and then you just hold the stick in that direction. You can't do that anymore. You have to wait for your holes to open up. You have to make sure you look what's in front of you. If somebody falls in front of you, you need to hurdle them or move out the way, because you can fall, you can stumble, and you can just be in general slowed down because of it. You need to really focus on your actual run skill in the run plays.
Little tip is, guys, to work on the hurdle. You know, if you have guys and linemen that have fell on the ground, you're gonna just kind of stumble, and you're not gonna fall over necessarily every time, but you're going to lose your momentum. You might take a little tumble, and you know, you can recover your balance, and you can even recover it on some tackle animations, which is cool. But just, you know, steer clear of that. We got lazy. We've gotten rid of the Y button we got to retrain ourselves now that this is in there. It's more realistic than ever, so you got to be ready to hit it. You know, be ready, work on it, and practice a little bit.
Absolutely. Another tip: retune tensions based on user action. So this is going to get kind of mathy.
Okay.
We calculate a person's balance by how much they deviate, you know, in their legs and their arms, how far over you are. It's all part of a calculation that's in this equation, and you know, where you get hit is part of that. It's a factor. That being said, there are several actions in the game that create more tense situations. If you're more tense, you're less likely to deviate. Your leg's not going to get pushed as far. Things like truck, things like protect ball, things like hit stick will make you more tense, so that the impact is harder. But the advantage is that if you're not deviating as much, your balance is better. So if you try to do that while you run through the line, you might have slightly better balance.
Yeah, so you got to think about it. You know, they've given us this control on the right stick, and you've been able to, you know, put your head down and lean. But they've also given us, if you put it down and you roll the stick, you can kind of actually shield ball. And it you know, it wasn't 100% useful as it could be this year. So we're talking a little bit about the shield ball there. We'll start back up. But you know, so you've had the ability to put the right stick, use it, and shield yourself away from the line. So now if you tense up and the hit's coming from the left side, you want to actually pull it away where it's going to be with everything he just talked about. It goes over my head, but you know what? I played it and I can feel it, and I can tell you how it feels, and it feels good. So a big thing this year is going to be how catch tackles play out. Now that's added in. When you have two guys coming in, you can see some really cool things. You talk a little bit about when guys are flying in and you get a leg coming across.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Literally they don't have a leg to stand on, which means the tensions in their hips are at zero. If you get hit in that case, your guy is going to fly. Your guy is going to spin realistically. He's going to hit the ground at a realistic angle, and it's going to be just way more impactful than we've ever been before.
You used to never see guys who were up in the air fall down. When they'd come down, they'd always land, but now they actually, their leg will come out and they don't recover because that's just how physics works. So the Infinity Engine is a great addition to Madden NFL 13. One more thing I want to talk about along the lines of the tension thing is when a quarterback takes a hit. Last year, he'd either get the throw off, he'd plant his feet, get the throw off, or he kind of hit it, spike it on the ground, or he'd hit it and kind of cover up. Right. Those days are gone.
Days are gone completely. So if you're brushed while you are trying to throw the ball, we actually calculate the amount of force applied to the arm. And adjust the power of the pass accordingly. It's not going to get any stronger.
No.
So be careful and make sure you have enough space while you're throwing those passes, because you could end up throwing a duck, you could end up throwing an interception, or even fumbling.
So this all works along with some of the things that the gameplay team, you know, guys like Larry, who really focus on the dropbacks, and making sure you didn't have the long plants unless you're really throwing deep. All the throws are going to come out quicker, but now you have this Infinity Engine on the back end, really augmenting and making sure that when that ball comes out, if you're taking the hit, the ball's live. So the ball goes up this year. The ball feels great on punts. It's moving around a lot. Guys are doing a great job scooping it up off punts. When a fumble happens, guys get on it. And there's just a lot going on with this Infinity Engine all behind the scenes. So I want to thank Vic Lugo for taking a second to talk to us. So that's what's going on with the new Infinity Engine. We want to take a second and say thanks to Vic Lugo for explaining to us tournament guys what it's going to be like and how the new Infinity Engine is going to impact the way we play the game. So make sure you're covering up when you're running through the middle. Try not to stay away from your linemen. Have room to throw the ball. And when you go for those catch downs, remember, anything can happen in Madden NFL 13. Thanks, Vic.
Absolutely.